All right, shalom, shalom. Let's start giving all praise and glory to
YAHAWAH,
God.
BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH.
All right, double honor to our apostle, Hillsbury Millstone. All right, shalom, RAWCHAA, LAIWALAM, which that's peace and mercy to the elect out there. It's the teaching the word of truth and sincerity, making the bodies a living sacrifice for our Lord and Savior, YAHWAH. And to the believers that support the ministry, whether you be a wife or children, you know what I'm saying, or help keep supporting the ministry, you keep believing that. You know what I'm saying? We're almost home, man. You know what I'm saying? As you already know, we brought from the practice GMS Christian, coming out doing the same thing we've always been doing. That's preaching the downfall and destruction of Babylon the Great. And, bringing this word, you know what I'm saying, to the Israelites, man. Let you know what's about to take place. And also proclaiming, to you heathens, you actual heathens, your destiny, man. All right, because the Israelite man is destined to rule the up and coming world and empire to come, man. You know, it's written in the scriptures, man. We're going to start off with Ezekiel.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me.
Right, it says, give them warning for me, man. We're out here for a warning, man. We're out here to tell you the Heavenly Father's agenda, his plans, you know what I'm saying, what's about to take place in the future, man. Because the word prophet is what? The sacred word, right, exactly. That's what prophets were out there for, man. You can real quick on that. You got Jeremiah 28. I'm already here. Okay, that's true. Go ahead. Then go back to the.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Right, and see, look, this is the thing, man. If you call yourself or proclaim yourself to be a prophet or a man of the Lord or a servant of the Lord, but in particular a prophet, you're supposed to be doing what? But
prophesy against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
So if there's a person calling themselves a prophet and they're not doing those things in truth and sincerity, you have to take heed to that man. You gotta look at that man, at a particular way, man, because you're supposed to be teaching these scriptures in truth and sincerity and bringing out the 100% truth, man, regardless of how people feel, people's opinions, you know what I'm saying, close connections with certain people you might have in this world, or whether it's political, you know what I'm saying, like you come out here and teach this word, man. The Lord said not to forget one, man. He said, cry out loud, man. Spare not. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to spare people's feelings, man. Because, somebody might feel a particular way. You know what I'm saying? Look, that the Lord don't care about none of that, man. You have to come out here and proclaim what's written in the scriptures, man. So, like, let's say, for instance, you might have you might be a newcomer to the truth, right? And you might have an Israelite father, and you find out your mom's actual heathen. You know what I'm saying? Now obviously that become a stumbling block to somebody, man. But you gotta understand, like, look, what's written in the scriptures is that if your mom is actual heathen, she's gonna go into slavery, all right? And that was my train of thought. She gonna go into slavery, all right, in the near future. And basically, you gotta be comfortable. You gotta be cool with that, man. You can't come in your feelings. Yeah, you can't be in your feelings because well, I feel that's my mom and X, Y, Z. She done good to me. She raised me so fucking what, man?
Good, I was gonna say, for example, Ezekiel. I was gonna say, for example, Ezekiel, he was a hard man. The Lord required him to do, certain things and not be in his emotions.
Yeah.
Like the Lord took his rib from him and told him not to weep about it, and he did. And Abraham, but the Most High said, kill your son. He didn't get emotional. Oh no, that's not fair. It's about the word of YAHAWAH, YAHWASHI. He said, I give you straight commandments, man. What the fuck it is?
A whole part of us connect to our heritage is remembering the will of the Lord comes before our own personal agendas, man. We have to keep that in the forefront of our mind, man. That look, the will of the Lord comes before. Matter of fact, it's not strong. I look at the song, I think it's 4. It says, really, when you look at it, the Heavenly Father is in Psalm 4 chapter, I know for sure. The Heavenly Father has set particular men apart for himself to do his bidding, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why too, like a lot of the things where a situation we might want to, get into, or certain careers we have beforehand, the Lord, he basically put that to the side, and he had us come out here and teach his word, man. Psalms 4:3, it says, "But know that the Lord, YAHWASHI, has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him." Right, it says the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself, man. And that is also known as the first fruits, man. Like in the law, brothers go into it a lot, or something every now and then we go into it. In the law, you have something called the first fruits. Basically, it's the first yield of your crop. You know what I'm saying? And we set that aside, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Heavenly Father has a spiritual first fruits, you know what I'm saying? Which is the first souls, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That basically was with Yahawashi in the beginning, man. That was slated to do this, man. To believe on him, man. That's so he set those men apart. He said that, like I said, in other words, you have particular lifestyles that we were into, careers, education, and vision. But once you woke up, the Lord put you aside for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Your life is dedicated now to the ministry.
Look at 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19. Nevertheless, the foundation of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let every one that nameth the name of Mashiach depart from iniquity. It says, nevertheless, the foundation of Yahawah BAHASHAM standeth sure, man. Having a seal, right? Being sealed with his understanding. It says, knowing them that are his, the ones that he set apart and say, y'all sit over here and the rest of y'all over there.
Yeah, like the Lord's men, like I said, their life is completely dedicated to the ministry, man. And that's why, like I said, it's like no matter what we do, that's why Paul likened himself to being a prisoner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you read certain scriptures, especially like Galatians, he said, "I, Paul, the prisoner of YAHWASHI." Like when you're a prisoner, you can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want. So it's like we're prisoners to the truth. Because like when you look at, I was thinking about it like throughout the weeks, I'm like, bro, like the men of the Lord, they got a certain fear, like I can't leave the truth, man. So it's like you're a prisoner, you're a prisoner to this truth, man. Like I know if I leave, the Lord might kill me, destroy me, fuck me up. You know what I mean? Because we have certain things that we want to do in the world, but it's like the Lord got us locked in over here, man. Like you don't want to go back into the world. You know what I'm saying? Obviously for certain reasons, but more than likely, like I don't want to get fucking killed. Like what y'all talking about?
The scripture talk about love not the world and the things of the world. But I know more so brothers come and go, they don't get no enjoyment out of it like that. They get more enjoyment out of giving this place for being amongst brothers, like-minded brothers in the world.
Yes. That's what's up, y'all. This is St. John 17 and 18. "As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified with the truth. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word, that they all may be one, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me." Right, and the prophets are an example of what it just said. That is proof that the Lord has sent Yahawashi. The fact that the prophets are out here, man. The fact that we can speak the words that we speak is proof that Yahawashi walked the earth and he did the things that he did, man. And to further prove that the Lord already sent the Messiah, because the seal's been loose. Exactly. They've been open. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you gotta we wouldn't be able to understand nowhere near the amount of information that's in this book if the Lord hadn't already came yet. You got certain people who believe that the Messiah hasn't came already, man. Yep. It says St. John 17 and 22, "And the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one, I in them, and thou in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me and hast loved them as thou hast loved me." So that's what we out here to do, man. We out here to prophesy. When Yahawashi, when he came on the scene, he was mourning certain things. He was giving the breakdown. Okay, but then he gave complete breakdown when it comes to salvation, which we have right now, man. Okay, that's why we're standing out here on the streets saying the things that we're saying through the spirit of power, outside. Lord willing, we had those men that was with him in the beginning of all these things were created, man. The first fruit, like the brother talked about, the first of its kind, man.
They was preaching 30 years ago, it's coming to pass now. I think it's Deuteronomy 18 and 22. Prophets speak things pre-sumptuary or something like that.
Yeah, look it up real quick. When you get the chance to, what you have? I got it right here. Deuteronomy 18 and 22. When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which Yahawah, YAHAWASHI have not spoken, but the prophet have spoken it presumptuously, thou shalt not be afraid of him.
God, yeah. From the head of prophets, they've been speaking these things, may come to pass now. They're speaking about famines, speaking about the C to the H to the I to the P, which is the M to the T to the B. Right? They were sent from Yahawah.
Yeah, because
Well, the proof.
the real man of Lord, like I said, they would link the things that the current events that's happening with the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? They will bring it out in a way to where like you like, all right, like clearly, like you know what I'm saying, like they understand what's going on, and then they be honest and truthful with it, man. Because a lot of you people they got some knowledge and understanding when it comes to scriptures, but they might be hiding certain things, man. You know what I'm saying? They might not be bringing out the whole 100% truth, man, because they took the bag, the Judas purse, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is, man. It's Isaiah 58 verse 12. And they that shall be in thee shall build the old waste places. Thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repair of the breach, the restorer of past dwelling. Well, yeah, bro, that's beautiful. That's it's like they said they're gonna be called the repair of the breach, man. Now, when you understand the Bible, all right, you understand that. Look, it was a point in time where the sons of God was ruling. All right, they were held at highest stand. They was, obviously ruling, you know what I'm saying, and doing this, that, and the third, and having territory, conquering nations. And then there was a point in time where they failed, you know what I'm saying, the fallen ones, man, the Napoleon, you know what I'm saying, and then when Yahawashi, fast forward, when Yahawashi got on the scene, he understood all that history. He understood what happened with the fail and how we needed to come back as a nation. That's why he sent out particular men that he gave the secrets to, you know what I'm saying, the revelation to, and they were going to go out and preach and spread this word so we can bring back that once great nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you read in Nehemiah, the time of Nehemiah and Ezra, all right, the wall had got torn down, and then under Artaxerxes, all right, he gave them permission to rebuild the wall. You know what I'm saying? Because it was torn down. And then Nehemiah and all them, they start building again, man. So we're doing that spiritually, man. We're bringing back. What is the third temple? The third temple is a spiritual. It's a spiritual building, man. And each member is likened to a block, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're building that spiritual temple. We're the repair of the breach, man. We're converting Jake back to how they once were, man. We're showing them the way, man. You know what I mean? Through the scriptures, man. Jake might have questions, and they get answered through the book, man. You know what I mean? Like what to eat, what not to eat. That was the jobs of the priest, man. And it was a scripture. Matter of fact, give me that. It might be First Kings, Second Kings, 17th chapter, when they took the Levites out. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the animals, shit like that. In the First Kings, yeah. One of y'all get that First Kings. Whoever finds the first two. So we're gonna show you like what happened. It might be same King. It's same King 17 chapter right here. This same King chapter 17. All right, I just want to make a point before you read that. And see, this passage that the brother about to read is gonna highlight the importance of the sons of God. It's gonna highlight the importance of keeping the way of Yahawah Shai and the repercussions that happen when you don't, man. Go ahead. Let me start at the top. We get to that point, but it brought it. Now, kind of get the backdrop. Get the backdrop when they brought it other nations. This Second Kings chapter 17, in verse 22, for the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam which he did, they departed not from them, until the Lord YAHWASHI removed Israel out of his sight. And he had said, as he had said by all his servants the prophets, so was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon.
Right. Hold slow down. Bring back that the first verse.
King 17 and 23. Until the Lord YAHWASHI removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets, so was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
Right, because brothers understand the split, man. All right, this is after Solomon, way after Solomon's death. We had Rehoboam, his actual son. They had Jeroboam, man, which wasn't his son, but he was right? He was third. All right, and then split half, not half, but the southern kingdom went with Rehoboam, and then the northern kingdom went with Jeroboam, man. All right, so that split happened amongst the kingdom, man. All right, keep going.
Verse 24, and the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha and from Ava.
Yeah, and the king of Assyria at the time was Solomon with second.
And he said
somebody back there that's on the table. Okay, all right. Go ahead.
St. King 17 and 3 says, against him came on Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, and Hosea became his servant and gave him presents. They didn't tell you which one it was. Going back down to verse 24, it says, and the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha and from Ava and from Hamath and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof.
Right. So you see what took place, man. You took out the children of Israel, then you put heathens there, man. What's going on?
You got to show you the diaspora and the scattering, because even in the New Testament, it was talking about the scattering in Israel, the 12 tribes that were scattered abroad in James, in the first chapter, or James 1 and 1. You know what I'm saying? And just want to show you the history that it's been happening. It happened over and over again, not even before the Hellenization. You know? That's why even when Yahweh was going to see, he said, what, go not to the cities of Samaria. It says, placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning of their dwelling there that they feared not the Lord Yahweh. Therefore Yahweh sent lions among them, which slew some of them.
Yeah, so basically, you see the disruption in the force, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, man. Yeah, because the children of God got taken out of the land, they replaced them with heathens, and then animals and shit like that started acting up. Because we got to understand, man, we're the sons of God, or the nation of Israel as a whole, the women included, we're in tune with the world way beyond other the heathens, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why Jake can do and interact with, the earth and animals on another level, man. The heathens can't really do what Jake can do, man. It's a spiritual thing, man, and it shows you, it's highlighting that little point right there. Go ahead.
It says, verse 26, wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the God of the land. Therefore he has sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the manner of the God of the land.
Yeah, God. All right, so yeah, this brother was fact checking. It was Solomon Master the Fifth. Solomon Master the Fifth. Bring that part back.
Second Kings 17 and verse 26. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying, the nations which thou hast removed and placed in the cities of Samaria know not the manner of the God of the land.
Yeah, they didn't keep the ways, man. They didn't keep the ways, man. So this is like they show you what's happening, man. This is the reason why the world is all jacked up, man. Because they don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. They don't implement the ways that God wants you to, man. That's why the ecosystem is all out of whack, man. That's why people's souls, their minds are just all corrupted, man. You know, there's a certain way to handle things on a global scale, man. You know what I mean? Certain distribution and how you know what I'm saying? How you interact with, the world. This nigga Esau, he didn't totally say the hell with all that, man. He gonna handle it his way, man. Yeah, how he treat the land Sabbath, cause the fruits and vegetables. The reason why them shits don't got no nutrients, and they nutrient deficient,
it's because of the soil that's in the ground is all corrupted, man. It's jacked up, man. It's not yielding forth those minerals and those vital nutrients that it's supposed to have, man. All the things in there are genetically modified. You got strawberries, certain vegetables and certain crops that only grow throughout a certain time of the season. But Esau, he'll put it to where he'll put a certain gene in there to where he'll make it grow all year round.
That's how you, like you said, Esau, Edom is doing it. And so that's showing you the previous man is because out of his carnality, his greed, he always, we fucking with somebody to he'll manipulate the gene so a tomato can deal with a more colder climate. But that's really not giving a fuck about what that'll do to the person that's ingesting it.
All the scriptures say that in Psalm 50, cast my ways behind you. You know what I'm saying? So everything righteous is go away like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing, man.
He don't care about the, like I said, the repercussions. Because Esau not dumb, man. Like that nigga is, like he is very intelligent, man. He's just wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? He just did studies on what how it affects this and like that. You say he gave a diligent search, man.
God, scriptures also say that knowledge of wickedness is not true.
Yeah. That matter of fact, get that because I get it in Sirach. I believe it's the 17th chapter towards the end or the 19th chapter towards the end. Knowledge of wickedness is not knowledge. It's in one chapter. But you going out there once you get out. And this is 2 Kings 17 and verse 26. It says, therefore he has sent lions among them, and behold, they slay them, because they know not the manner of the God of the land. It says, that's exactly the point the brother's going into, man, because the fact that, especially concerning not only the whole earth, but especially the land of Israel, because the Lord, his eyes are specifically on that land, man. That's his favorite land. That's why he chose it for an inheritance for the Israelites, man. So if you're going to be in that land, you know what I'm saying, you have to conduct yourself a certain way, which is what? The law, statute, commandments, the way that's pleasing in the Lord's sight. But that's why we got cast out, man. That's why them Hamites, all the different Hamitic tribes and nations, that's why they got cast out when we went to the land and we went off, so we got cast out. Okay, and that's why at this time the different nations that the Babylonians, etc., they got put in there, they got getting devoured and cast out. Why? Because they was getting with It says verse 27, then the king of Assyria commanded, saying, carry thither one of the priests whom ye brought from thence, and let them go and dwell there, and let him teach them the manner of the God of the land. There you go, man. So the king sounded there some fish understood. Okay, all right. We need a priest from the nation of Israel to come over to the Levite at that time. So during that time, the Levite was a priest. All right, they need the priest to show the people how to interact with the environment, man. It's the same thing now, man. Like you got guardians, like you guys know. I don't want to put it in that aspect, but you got guardians of the galaxy, so to speak. How they're supposed to guard the world, guard humanity from the outside sources of evil and all of the crap, or the Avengers. But in actuality, the men of the Lord, we the real guardians, man. And when you look it up, when you look it up in the Zondervan or the Harper's Bible, Harper Dictionary, or Blue Letter it, Levites, the priests were known as janitors, bro. Yeah. And when you look it up, like you can literally look it up. A priest was known as a janitor. A janitor is somebody that keeps maintains like the building, you know what I'm saying, and all that. And that time the priest was maintaining the temple. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, matter of fact, look up priest, and then you got gonna go to the Blue Letter, look up priest. I'm gonna tell you the definition of say janitor. So I just want to show you for education. Get the scripture up. Yeah, like because that's our job. We're the guardians, man. And like I said, we brought out this passage to show you that what happens when you take the sons of God out, man. You take the sons of God out, shit gets fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the world is currently how it is right now, because you got people ruling the world that don't give a fucking damn, man. You know what I mean? As long as it makes a profit, they'll do it, man. Like you got you make a product, you got something called a byproduct, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of byproducts being used in everyday household items that's fucking people up, man. But Esau don't care. He don't care about disposing of it the proper way. As long as it makes a profit, if you can make a profit off that, you can use it, man.
Just because God just brought that up. I was recently at the dentist, and when you go into like the fluoride. Like they push fluoride heavily. It's so like hard to strip in the teeth. But fluoride is a byproduct of aluminum, and that's probably why calcified. It's not probably, but it's metal. You know what I mean? So calcified the pineal gland. But this is the scripture called for this. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 19, starting at verse 22. And it reads, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. Continue, verse 23.
Esau taking the wisdom that he has is his knowledge, man. You know what I mean? When it's like the knowledge that he has is wisdom. It's telling you what it is. That's not real knowledge, man. Because we understand that if you have real knowledge, you will fear the Lord. That's the first step, man.
The scripture says the beginning of wisdom is to fear the Lord.
Yeah, right. And he clearly don't got it. That nigga, man. He's like, I got it.
Verse 23, there's a wickedness in the same, an abomination, and there's a fool wanting in wisdom. He's on it. Verse 24, he that have small understanding and fear of Yahawah is better than one that have much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Again, you go into difference from Esau. Here it is, a different, Edomite scientists in the lab, so they can break down all types of different things that, you know, the average Jake don't understand, but the Israelites understand that there is a true power that moves the earth. Esau don't even understand, like you said, they have small understanding, but fear the Most High, greater than them that have much wisdom until you get the law. Here it is, Esau considers himself so smart, he gives himself all these titles like PhD and all these different things, or he's doctor, such and such, or he's been in such and such school for 20 years, etc. Okay, but you don't have no real wisdom, man. Because you be in society to the extension. When the scripture said, what? The Most High has short the days and no flesh shall be saved, man. You really leaving the earth to extension. All right? So you really aren't as wise as you think you are, you know? You start getting study animals, like, you got Edomites who really, so-called scientists, will literally just study one specific animal for like 40 years, bro. They can tell you everything about that. This is why it's chameleon and do this and that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really got no real wisdom, man.
You can take the think about under this man's rulership, the animals that natural habitat deep in the water, jump the fuck out of the water. Which they scream a bit, they commit suicide. That's how fucked up they done polluted the water. You got it. Y'all had something on there?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and verse 24. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and the wise king is the upholding of the people, man. Okay, so the wise king is the upholding of the people. Because the wise king, again, is going to lead you in the way that Yahawah instructed, man. He's not going to go off what he thinks is right. Like, well, look, this is my opinion, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I got this word welfare. It says condition of being or doing well. All right. It says social concern for the well-being of the children, the unemployed, etc. So it said, what? It said it's a concern, man. Esau don't have no concern about these regular, average, everyday people, man. He don't care. That's why all these people are uprising, man. That's why all these people are all across the world, different, all across the world. The Panama, situation in Panama, Sri Lanka. They're like, look, our government don't care about this, man. Okay, Esau don't have no concern for the people. Yeah, and matter of fact, bring that back. Yeah, this Wisdom of Solomon word of the word. It's welfare. It says a condition of being or doing well. It says social concern for the well-being of children, the unemployed, or etc. Nah. We know for a fact this doesn't fit Esau, man. He doesn't have he don't have an actual well concern for the people, man. Even though he poses as he does, you know what I'm saying? He poses, I can, we want to get better jobs. We want to raise the pay grade for the people. All that stuff that they put on TV, man. Meanwhile, they're doing all manner of wickedness, man. These men on these high positions, they spend a fucking 100,000 on a bottle of champagne, man. Meanwhile, you got people out here fucking starving, man. We had the article about the uprising in Panama. Literally, this is what they said. This is an article by Financial Times. It says the headline. It says Panama crippled by unrest over high cost of living. And skipping down, this will quote one of the people that they interviewed. It says our government is very corrupt and shamelessly mocks the people. Said Maria Calvo, a teacher attending protests in Plaza Cinco de Mayo, one of the capital's main squares, Food, gasoline, everything is going up. But it's, what they say our government is very corrupt and shamelessly mocks the people. That's the exact opposite of the word we just read about on welfare, man. It said what? I mean, again, it said social concern for the well-being of children, the unemployed, etc. Basically, if you're a ruler, you gotta have concern about the people that's in your dominion, man. Okay? The whole point of being a ruler is to keep shit in order, man. The whole point of being a ruler is to govern the affairs of your society. Okay, look, this is cool. You know, it shows you multiple times in the scriptures. Like I was reading the book of Kings again, Solomon or King David, etc. Multiple times, people come to them with the issue like, look, this is going on. What's the solution given to fix the situation, man? He's supposed to give judgment on that. But he saw he gives corrupt judgment, like I just read. He said our government is corrupt and shamelessly mocks the people. They don't care about the average everyday citizen, man.
I got a quick one. You said this is 2 Samuel chapter 23 and 3. It said the God of Israel said, "The rock of Israel spake to me. He that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God," man. And see, this is the thing, man. Like, once you understand the scriptures, you understand that this man don't give a damn about what's written in these scriptures, man. What proves it is his judicial system, man. He wrote all type of laws contrary to the scriptures. Hell, he wrote his own laws, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you Israelites, man, every Israelite man should be fucking going hard against this devil, man. You should be tired of living this peasant, measly lifestyle, man. So what, man? You making fucking $23 or $25 an hour and you got a decent car in the house, man. Man, look, this man, if you understood the wealth that this man generates, man, on probably one day, man, you got Edomites that make, I'm talking about billions. That nigga Jeff Bezos, man. You know, he made billions of dollars in one day, man. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you Israelite men, you trying to, you know what I mean, get these crumbs off the rich man's table, man. The hell with that, man. Like, look, man, the men of the Lord, man, we want to take this devil down, man. But we understand that we gotta wait for the prophecy to unfold and wait till Big Bro down shot us back, man. You get frustrated and vexed. It doesn't make like when your brother watching the unrighteous rule, man. Because again, about being a judge is a responsibility. Yeah, brothers always give up examples. You mentioned the judicial system. He saw literally lots of people up for a crime for like 20 years, and 2 years later, he said, he's gonna make it lawful now. Yeah. So now they can serve 20 years for something you say fucking legal. Man. Yeah. Yep. How is that just? Yep. And then too, just to add to what the brother's saying, they're locking people up for the things that they're actually doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, brothers should see by now they had Joe Biden, his son. This nigga is actually on camera, yeah, right, man. Yeah, with the crack, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga weighing it up and all that, man. You know?
So many Israelites to join for the same thing.
Right, though, man. So she talked about how you're hypocrite. Right. That's why, bro. Matter of fact,
I was about to grab one right now.
They the biggest crackheads, man. The crack, you know what I'm saying? The politicians are the crackheads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's part of it? Like, the truth of the matter is they do a lot of unrighteous shit. You know what I mean? They gotta live with that stuff. You know, it's like the rappers and whatnot. Yep. Do you think it's a coincidence that the entertainers touch elbows with the politicians? Are they all about the same shit? They all doing the same ritual.
Yeah, they part of a cult, a brotherly cult. Yeah.
But, I was gonna say, what's more dangerous than a stable crackhead or unstable crackhead? A stable crackhead, man. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that could just look like he function regular. That's gonna be more dangerous.
Yeah. But the whole point is, why is everyone in from the start, man? You know what I'm saying? Like this is where we get that, man. Like, he's ruining people. He's ruining souls, man. You think in the kingdom of heaven gonna be crackheads, man? Hell no, man. Like, see, in this society right now, wisdom is shitted on, man. People don't, man, like, that's why when you look at just pay attention to your surroundings, man. You can read this on public transportation, at the job. People, they in their leisure, they rather spend time on either social media or playing video games or some type of app on their phone where it entertains the mind, man. They don't give a damn about actually gaining wisdom, learning a new skill set. You know what I mean? Learning. Like, they don't care about that, man. It's all involved the entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? So you in the kingdom of heaven, man, no, wisdom is gonna be pushed. Wisdom is going, like, the average person walking around, they're gonna be able to know to tell you about particular things, man, architecture and certain, like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be able to deal with on the basically the average person, even the fucking heathens, they're gonna be operating on high levels, man. You know what I'm saying? Not obviously not on our level, but they're gonna be operating on a high level, man. The average Edomite, not Edomite, fuck him. But the average heathen, Moabite or something like that, he might be an engineer. Like he constructing the whole fucking building. Cause them niggas gonna be building a kingdom. They gonna have to know things. They gonna have to know like how you doing construction work. You gotta know certain measurements and shit like that, and certain how the building structure lays out, the architect like blueprints. You gotta know how to read all that shit, man. And the kingdom of heaven, man, them niggas gonna be functioning on high levels, man. And cause I ain't gonna be. You think I want my servant to be stupid, man? You know what I'm saying? I might want to like look, tell me about the exquisite wine over here from Persia, man. I don't want no fucking heathen. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know. You know, he gonna be like, well, my lord, there's wine such and such. I'm like, I'm like, it's good, you know.
When you think about it, though, like I said, I mean, and that's righteous because, like I said, when you think about it, like Esau Edom does the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to these high schools, like, you're gonna get chased.
Yeah.
You know, I mean? Like a lot of, he take the best and the brightest of our people and put them in service.
Yup, bro. That's what Daniel and Meshach and them was, bro. Bro, that's what they were. They were Daniel and them. They were highly sophisticated, man. And when you read through all the stories of Daniel, man, like he was considered the first chapter of Daniel actually. The four holy children. Grab it real quick. 'Cause I don't want to butcher it. Then we're gonna get back to what we going into. 'Cause I gotta get this quick something. Because I'm telling you, the kingdom, bro, it's gonna be high level, man. High level, man. Who got the Daniel? It's Daniel chapter 1, verse Daniel 1 and verse 3. And the king spake unto Ashpenaz, the master of the eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children of whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom, and cunning in knowledge, and understanding science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning in the tongue of the Chaldeans. Right, because that's how you forward a kingdom, by getting people that are skilled and whether it be military. Because back then in the ancient world, your personnel was like a military consultant. You know what I'm saying? Where he was like specialized in war, and he can tell you certain positions of the land mass and the tactics of the other opponent. You know what I'm saying? He can know how to fucking break down another man and dissect him. That's what your war council. Then you had a treasury. It's like that today, man. What do you think they get all this, man? The president, yeah, bro. The president have certain people within the what they call it, the cabinet, where they specialize in that area. They give him advice on what he think, how he should move, man.
That's the key to being the person in charge to put everybody in position in front of the kingdom. Like, if I know that you're good at one thing and you great at this, I'm gonna put you in position to make the kingdom thrive.
Yeah, and that comes from spiritual discernment. Like even within the camp, bro, like it's certain brothers that like you can tell like that's their gift, they good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it might be. Some brothers good at money, some brothers good at finding jobs, business, like you know what I mean, or brothers good at this, handling that, how to work on this. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers can show you how to better study. You know what I'm saying? Get your life in order. Like all that it's come from discernment of skills, discernment of souls, man. So in the kingdom, we gonna put them heathens to work, man. You know, just like Moab, man. Them niggas them Moabites and Ammonites, they real good with like math and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just how it is, man. So they gonna be running them numbers up, man. You know what I'm saying? You might have that motherfucker over your treasury, man. Because they did that with our people, man. We read about it right now. And Nehemiah was the cupbearer, man. Bro, he was like second in command under Artaxerxes, man, during that time, man. You know, the king entrusted him with certain wisdom. You know, like bro, we had high. Yeah, Joseph was another one, man. Moses, they had high positions, man. You know what I mean? So in the kingdom, we're gonna put them heathens to work, man, and they're gonna build the kingdom up from ground up, man. And like I said, it takes a smart person to do that, man. This building ain't just get constructed with idiots, man. You gotta lay the electrical wiring and all that shit, man. Oh yeah.
This is chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are they that dwell therein. So it's like whoever at the top, that's what society go anyway. You feel me? If the person at the top an idiot, everybody gonna be idiot. You feel me? Like if you learn from a teacher, you feel me? If your teacher's great, you gonna be great at it.
Yeah, yeah, bro. And brothers got to think about it, man. Like, bro, Yahawah gonna be down here with us, man. Like, that's something that probably brothers don't really think about as much, or I don't know, but Yahawah is gonna be down here, man. He gonna have his own council, his own domain, his own palace, and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be ruling on a high level. See, it's certain things. It's certain things when Yahawah was on the scene that the disciples that was revealed to them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like now, like it's certain things like with the apostles. Go ahead.
Greatness rub off on anything, rub off on you around the fucking idiot. That's just gonna rub off on. If you're around a wise person, it's gonna rub off. If you're around somebody they always studying and reading, it's gonna rub off on. I need to start studying and reading.
And that's why I like doctors hang out with doctors, mathematicians hang out with mathematicians. You know what I'm saying? They might be around greater ones and they get better. You don't see a mathematician hanging out with a basketball player.
Right.
Even like chess, when you play chess, you don't get better playing somebody that's not good at it. Right. You gotta play with somebody that can beat you.
Well, and then too, like brothers making a point about even with the doctors and stuff like that. Let's say it's like it's a room full of like high level surgeons. They're gonna point out certain things to each other that they might have not known about. Well, why didn't you reconnect the spinal cord? You know what I mean? It's like this little shit like that. Or if it's a room full of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, it might be fucking forming Americana, and then you know what I'm saying? Well, why didn't you know what I mean? Why didn't you pass around like this? It's gonna be pointing out certain tips to each other, man. So that's why in the kingdom, bro, we're gonna be on such a level, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, I get your point, man. And
I got like three sets.
I'm like, unload them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man.
Real quick, this is Revelation 21 and 22. Yeah. And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord YAHWASHI Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it. Just to back up what you said, Yahawah is going to be here with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Dwelling amongst us, man. You know, just that's a quick one. But this is real quick. It's Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You know what I'm saying? Why are the people going to be rejoicing? Because they're going to be at a higher level, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be low. Because everybody's affected by this damn devil ruler, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's going to be different levels, man. It's just right now, if I can have my
right now, Esau, he's studying the growth of humanity.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that you might want to do. I know me personally, I love learning shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to learn, like, skills, like, more skill sets, bro. But, like, you might want to become a great cook, you know what I'm saying, or a master chef, but you can't do it on this time because you're being hindered by other little shit at times or whatever. Or you might want to pick up a skill set and, you know, become an electrician, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, man. But Esau is studying that, man. In the kingdom, man, we're gonna be so versed in life and how, you know, how this works and that. It's like that nigga Bruce Wayne. I mean, look at here, Bruce Wayne, man. That nigga, Batman. We brothers know that nigga is a high functioning human being, man. At least the character, that's how they portray him. Niggas know how to do every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, damn, bro. You had to tell your boy, even when you like go to college, they want you to do like 4 years, but maybe it's 1 specific area. They want you to work that one job for your whole life. They don't want you to learn multiple skill sets. Right, like over there, Silicon Valley was San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? They it's like a hub for people, students to come into, and you get like free grants and all that shit. You can just basically learn, bro. Hey, even when you look up the history, when you study the Library of Alexandria, it was basically like obviously it was a library, you know what I'm saying, commissioned by Alexander to be built. You know what I'm saying? Some say it was real, some say otherwise, but basically it was like a library that you could just, it was wisdom from all over the place, bro. You have books in there just filled with just knowledge, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there, you know what I'm saying, you can just learn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right now, bro, man, yeah, it's still stuff like that today. I think it's still stuff like that today, but see, Esau again just proved the point that he doesn't want you to have these different things. He keeps that for himself. He keeps that for the upper echelon. Example, the Vatican. Everybody knows about that. It's like you got that big ass library, all that wisdom, ancient word knowledge. You know, like, I can't just walk in there and go, yeah, I'm gonna read this book. I'm gonna check out. You don't do the same right there. Right. He like do that. They showed you that on the Avatar, the cartoon. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what that was representing. Yeah, bro. And he made a good point, man. He was talking about, like, he said humans use wisdom to make other people be quiet like that.
This is Isaiah 60 and 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their
Yeah, go ahead. I had to hold it. Go ahead.
oh, okay,
No, go ahead.
that's good. This is Isaiah 60 and 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Right, those strangers is talking about actual strangers, the actual heathens, man. Because you had two classifications of that as well. Like when like say during the time of you read the book of Exodus and so forth and so on, when you had an Israelite that was born outside of Jerusalem, you know what I'm saying, and then he comes from, let's say he was born in fucking Greek or whatever, Persia or whatever, and he come back to the homeland, you know, whatever. He come back to Jerusalem, and you like, well, where you from? He like, well, I was born in Greece or Rome or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you might have been born at, he would be considered a stranger, but he's still an Israelite. But then you got the actual strangers, which are actual natural Gentiles, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, because you mentioned that they're gonna be building up the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to know certain knowledge.
Yeah.
This kingdom, our kingdom, gonna be way, you know what I'm saying, extravagant than this. So they're gonna have that wisdom to build gold roads and you know what I'm saying, build it up, man.
Yeah, because like I said, like bro, when you look at a building being built up from the foundation, they gotta lay the cement work, then they gotta put the electrical wire on within there, man. You gotta know how each element operates, bro.
You even during the time of Exodus when the Lord gave Moses to break down the tabernacle. Remember, the Lord literally said He's gonna put it into the mind of certain Israelite men, so He gave you the download on how to do it. You know what I'm saying, particular things like this perfecting. That's what the Lord's gonna do. Sending individuals like a Hiram, okay, Solomon, Frank, okay, that he just, okay, he's very knowledgeable in architecture and doing things. That's an example of how the people are going to do the kingdom.
It says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. Which, when you go into that word minister, it means to serve. So they're going to serve us, man. It says, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. And going to their forces, going into their wealth, man, their possessions, man. It says, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yet those nations shall be utterly wasted. Showing you that it's going to be ordered, man. You can't just not do something that was commanded amongst you like you can in this society, man. Because Esau, he judged falsely, man. Psalm 144, his right hand is the right hand of falsehood. He judged falsely, man. We're going to have righteous execution, man. Righteous judgment. So the ones that's not going to get with the program, it's going to have to suffer the consequences, man. You're not going to be able to just not do what you want to do.
There's going to be new ruling politics. Okay, so our Lord YAHWAH, that's what we're looking at. You can talk about what governing body, man. Okay, what's that? Isaiah 9 chapter? Tell you what the government shall be upon his shoulders, man. So that's going to be a new authority in the earth, just like today. That's why the scripture tell you, Jeremiah, what that Babylon, the hammer of the earth, man. If you don't want to get around with looking at Babylon the Great, Esau will tell you, it's going to be, these are going to be repercussions, man. Look out, bomb this country, assassinate your president, etc. Those are so good for the kingdom. The difference is that we're going to be enforcing righteousness, man. That's the only difference. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Right? That kingdom, right, that the Lord chose for Israel will start with the elect. And you're going to have those elect men. Those will be the top rulers, those will be the top men to rule in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have YAHWAH, King David, the rest of the elect, all right, ruling over the rest of these heathens and the kingdom that's soon to come. And then you're going to have 2/3, of course, they're going to be brought back into the kingdom in their righteous mind. Because according to Jeremiah 31 and 31, the Lord is going to write his laws in our inward parts. So we're going to be 100% righteous. Verse 2.
The strangers right there, that's talking about Israelites. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, Brother read strangers earlier. You know what I'm saying? They're going to build up the walls. It's different, man. These strangers right here are talking when they say they're going to plead. You know what I'm saying? These are talking about Israelites, man.
Verse 2, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Which, of course, those heathen nations are going to be under our rulership, man. So if we gonna be totally righteous, the Lord gonna write His laws in our inward parts. We're gonna be enforcing that same law upon those heathens, man. And if they fuck up, if they do anything out of order, then we're gonna judge them according to the law.
Because right now, the flesh is still, for the most part, it's still getting the best of us, man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that kind of keeps it still going, but not kind of, the only thing that is keeping going is the spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it shows you that what happens when the spirit leaves the individual, man. You know what I mean? They get consumed with this world, man. See, man, look, see somebody that you see, maybe like you see them like 4 years ago, and then probably see them now, man. More than likely they be through, bro. Or like a childhood friend, like we was talking about this, bro. You know, you might have had a high school buddy you was with, and then you probably see him or her now, man. Bro, Babylon consumed them, bro. Waxing worse,
I
man.
know with Jake that he was already kind of bugged out, but now he's the alpha and shit, bro.
Yeah, see?
He's bugged out.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to him again. You know what I'm saying? This was like a couple months ago. He like, you can tell the whole spirit like it's different, bro. Like he ain't the same like I used to know him. Like,
Yeah, bro. Because that's the spirit take hold of you, man. They devour you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we know, like, bro, this is spiritual warfare, man. If you don't think it is, man, something is wrong with you, man. Or you're not open to the spirit of things, man. And because you got the priesthood on the left hand side, and then you got the priesthood on the right hand side, man. Those two opposing forces have always been there, man. That's why when you look at these politicians, or you can tell, man, that them niggas is high level warlocks and witches, man. Go ahead. I got a preset for you. Oh.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12:4. It says, "Whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices." I'm gonna start at 1. Wisdom of Solomon 12:1. "For thy incorruptible spirit is in all things." Yeah, because everything has energy to it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why these people is getting consumed by the energy on the left hand side, man. It says, "Therefore chastisest thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance where they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe in thee, O Lord. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land," which are the Canaanites, "whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and feast of blood." Wisdom of Solomon 12:5. "And also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feast of blood with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that kill with their own hands, so destitute of help, that the land which thou esteemest above all other might receive a worthy colony of the Most High's children." Right. Well, I was gonna say, I just got back to the priest, and they have a priesthood on the left hand side, man. As you saw in the verse above it, it was talking about they were doing witchcraft and most odious works. You know what I'm saying? So that's what their priesthood do, even all the way up until this day and time. They do a lot of sorcery, a lot of witchcraft, a lot of Ouija boards and sacrifices. You had the one guy just came out talking about young children, young blood. He found out what's the fountain of life. Yeah. He said he figured out how where the fountain of life come from, which is the children's, young blood.
Yeah. It's about the plasma. He said a lot of it is in the plasma. You know what I'm saying? Like separation of the blood cells. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these like, look, man, on a high level, man, them Edomites. There's a lot of them customs, a lot of them rituals they got from the Canaanites, man. And this is why the Lord said, when he sent Joshua and all them over there, you know what I'm saying, to exterminate them Canaanites and them other Hamitic tribes out of the land of Canaan. He said, you know what I mean, basically go in there, just merch. I mean, not merch shit, because that murder is it's no Jenkins slang. It's slang, bro. But yeah, he told me to go over to kill shit. Brother told him, I think, you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? But he told him to go over there to kill them Canaanite nations because they was doing odious, wicked, abominable things, man. Sacrificing kids, man, raping kids, you know what I'm saying? Drinking blood. Yeah, drinking blood, man. Yeah, like, bro, I'm trying to illustrate to the best way I can, man. But when you watch those wicked, like I said, those movies where you like, yo, what the fuck is this? Them things be happening, man. This ain't just so. A lot of the movies that we see, man, like whether it be them horror movies that are based on true stories or certain documents that you think ain't real, a lot of that shit be real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though that movie got the same, if you watch the first one, and you know the fucking witchcraft books and all that shit. Where do you think they get that from? They really do that shit, bro. And again, with ones like the Vatican and stuff, and different wisdom, they really have those different things, man, different books on how to do certain spells and stuff. They really do this on behind closed doors.
I just want to add to it. Thinking like that guy, Christopher Lee, played Lord of the Rings, the other wizard. I think that was Saruman.
And he went to use the bad one, right?
He's bad, right? The other white wizard though, the bad one. There's a video on YouTube right now. You can look up like he got a super large fucking collection of witchcraft and esoteric books. They said David Copperfield did as well. You know, just people really be into the left hand side of those things.
Yeah, they were playing all this. Yeah, bro. They dive in that, man. And that's what CERN is about. You know what I'm saying? Like you go into the Mesopotamians, okay, the Anunnakis and all that. They got all that kind of that concept from them. You look at the old busts and the statues and all that. They had the little CERN, basically like the CERN machine just in that time, man. Yeah, man. Matter of fact, it was a video brothers have posted. I forget what brother page it on. Somebody sent one of the brothers sent it to me. You can type it in. Type in Japan fireworks. I forget what year. It might have been 2 years ago. Yeah, it was going into like a circle, bro. Like brothers were saying, that might have been a quarter, bro. Cause man, when you look at the video, what fireworks do that shit, man? It was literally going into like, it was crazy, man. The portals is real though, cause we're gonna be doing that in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be teleporting and getting different spots. Yeah, they do it on the left hand side of the society, man. Yeah, and see that, but they don't teach shit like that over here in the West, man. If you tell somebody stuff like that, they like, man, that's crazy. Yeah,
that's the spirit because the brother before Mark literally going to get that different video that was on YouTube where basically they had like some footage from the time where they was doing the ritual. Like basically some footage that what before the photo. He brought it up. You can look up the publication. They spoke about it. It's like a ritual. And then science came out and said that they didn't deny it. They said it wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Like, really.
This is Isaiah 60:13. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
And see, that's what a real Israelite man want, man. You know what I'm saying? Not a PS5, you know what I'm saying, and a good job, which ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But he's trying to keep us on like a childlike level, man. Well, look, here you go, nigga. I give you this. What you want? You want a gold chain? You want this Tesla? I give you that, man. You just can't get ruler shit, boy. Like, see, he trying like, nah, bro. Yeah, he trying to keep like, nah, dude. We want our actual ownership of shit. That's why he try to keep you from ownership, man. If you, it's like it's only certain, he try to keep you away from owning things. You know what I'm saying? Having your own particular lands, and you know what I'm saying? And like, bro, nah, man. We understand what's going on. We see what's happening, and we want rulership, man.
So Jake to the world understand. It's like you feel these people in the dope stand. The person at the top got to keep you at a certain level so that you don't have them up. You know? That's why he saw the truth in us, man. He hit the truth in us that, you know, once we get access to this wisdom and knowledge, we get drawn back to our power, then his kingdom gonna fall and ours is gonna come. That's why the scriptures say, what wisdom leads us into the kingdom. This wisdom and knowledge that we got, bring it down, we saw his kingdom.
Yeah, this is very dangerous. Reminds me of my days, I come with the mindset of what the fact that we even desire that, and that that's a real alert for Esau, man. It's like this to be in the mindset of actually like being concerned about their nation, being concerned about being sovereign. That's the main thing. The elders apostles or elders constantly harp on that about sovereign interest, man. Okay, outside of Esau's system, like you going into about having certain things, everything that Jake desires is under Esau's rulership. It requires Esau to continue to keep ruling, bro. We're talking about no, this whole system gonna get destroyed, and we're gonna rule it. He gonna be a slave, man. You know?
Yup. See, Esau, he got a problem with that, man.
Right.
He got to dude, like what the fuck, man?
You can't. That individual can't be bribed, man. Because listen, my desire is for you to be under me, man. You're not gonna willingly give me that.
Right, that's why you can't buy out nobody that's really sincere about this truth.
Right.
Like you can't buy out the apostles and elders, man. They sincerely, son. We too grounded in this foundation and the faith of this ministry, man. That's why Esau mad as hell. Esau mad. That's what's gonna come down with that great wrath. And eventually, it's gonna come to a point where he's gonna enforce that MOTB, you know, and that's gonna be the fullness of his sufficiency.
Hey, that's why the scripture say the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. You gotta put him, you can't just give it to him, man. You have to take it from him, man. By the spirit of power,
real quick, you got it back. Getting added to the point about not getting bribed. Satan took you outside of man. It's like I'm gonna give you all these kingdoms, man. He was like, no, it's promised to you anyway, man. Right. Like I ain't gonna get it here where you gave it to me. Like no, again, like you said, I'm gonna take it, man. Yeah, when you look at each kingdom had to be fought for, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't just the king will just lay it down, man. I mean, you do have in some cases where like you watch certain people like where you know what I mean. Present, you know what I'm saying, like your army before that king, like how they did on Troy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we did on Game of Thrones too. Sometimes like the either get down or lay down type shit. You can present to them by look, man. Either we're gonna do X, Y, Z, or you can fight. You know what I'm saying? So in majority of situations, man, more than likely if you're a king with some integrity, you're gonna fight, man. Anybody, you know,
right? You want your blood anyway.
Right. Like nigga,
I want blood.
Man, look. They started on 300, man. They presented Leonidas with the earth and water and shit, man. He like, nigga, fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying?
All that shit these niggas done did. My mama, my daddy, my one policy. I want your ass.
That's a slap in the face, man. For you to slaughter our ancestors, and I'm supposed to turn my back on that, man. Because you like, nah, dude, you gonna bang it out then. You know what I'm saying? You know, because Esau, he looking from a carnal standpoint. Well, I got more numbers than you. I got more. We got the Lord, man. That's what this nigga don't understand, man. It's if the Lord he's with us, man. That's why this ain't coming to naught.
The scripture say what it says, 10 and put 100 to flight.
300. 5,000 man to 300.
Well, weapons.
180 killing 1,000. This is Isaiah 16:14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
This is called rulership, man. These are in the near future, man. These are going to be servants, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be our servants, man.
It says, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, YAHWASHI, the Zion of the Holy One of Yashar'Allah. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace and thy exactors righteousness.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna have an abundance, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have an abundance of resources, man. Because all gold and silver is just resources on the periodic table, man. You know, the elements that's going to be utilized in various ways, man. Like how Esau, he utilizes these elements on the periodic table. You know what I'm saying? You can utilize gold. You can use that in food. You can use that for medicinal purposes. You can use that for jewelry accessories, healing. You know what I'm saying? You can use that as yup. You know what I'm saying? They use that and all type of stuff, man. So we gonna use these resources on a high level, though, man. But he's just now figuring out how to use these properties, man.
Right.
They go back to the 1800s, man. Like, look how they were living, man.
Yep. Even now, they don't even know you can drink gold. Yeah, that's
Like my boy.
oh, it's good.
Look in the 1800s, though, man. Like, the 1800s wasn't that long ago, when you think about it, bro. I mean, like, yeah, it was like, what, 200, you know what I'm saying? 1800s, about 200 years ago.
I was talking about the like, oh, my grandfather.
Yeah, not here.
The views and the personal things. You got views that still different back then because it was made with the right stuff. Then you got to sit there fall apart 5 years.
Yep. And I still go back to that aspect of his carnality. It's like with this road, like these roads, you don't think you can make a material that can make this road last forever. So he choosing to always constantly come back. That's money. I mean, like I said, every day revolves around money with this fucking devil.
And then in the ancient world, you know how they use the tar for the streets and shit. You know, they use the asphalt. They been using like tar and asphalt, but it was just what they call it, the pits of it's in Genesis the 14th chapter. Slime pits. You know what I'm talking about? Go to it real quick. This is Genesis the 14th chapter. Get it real quick though. Just to show brothers that because they was going to war over them slime pits. But basically, it was like your modern. It was like your asphalt is like your modern day slime pit. I'm saying they would use the asphalt and all that shit. It was just different. That's my show, brother. Genesis 14. I'm in the world. Yeah. It's slime pit. It's in that chapter. That's where Mark knows what I'm talking about. You actually get from like 8. No, start from 8.
Genesis chapter 12, Genesis chapter 14, verse 8. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboam, and the king of Bela, the same is Zoar. And they joined battle with them in the vale of Sodom with Chaldalamer, the king of Elam, and with Tidal, king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Ariel, king of Elasar, 4 kings with 5. And the vale of Sodom was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they that remained fled to the mountain. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their victuals and went their way. Right, that's what they was going to war for. They was going to war for slime pits because it was what? A natural resource. It was beneficial to be used for whatever you're using it for in everyday life.
Okay. Now, what verse you at?
I just read through the whole thing.
Okay, now, get that verse. This is Genesis 11 and verse 3. It says, and they said one to another, go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. Right, it's a slime pit, man. Then when you look at that word slime, when you look at the word slime, it says, page 2564, a bar. It says slime pits, asphalt, bitumen. There you go, asphalt. Yeah, so the slime pit is asphalt, bro. You know what I'm saying? They use asphalt for these streets, man. So, boy, it just shows you how broad the scripture is, man, and how, like, the level of men, how the level of men, how they was operating on, man. It ain't nothing new, man. Men wasn't stupid, man, back in the ancient world, man. They smarter than you people that today, man. Yeah. People can't even determine what a woman is, and motherfuckers talking about why what they call it? No, they don't even hit it by non-binary. Yeah, non-binary, man. What the hell is that, man? That shit is crazy, man. Non-binary, non-bi-gender and all that crap, man. Making up these new words, man. Like, yeah, I'm pansexual, man. Come on, man. These men and women, they are complete degenerates, man. Go ahead, huh?
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. This basically just based off the point, you had made more about how man had way more knowledge, back in the ancient world than man has now. This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. In Yahweh, and the power said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Right, in particular, Israelite man.
So, this talking about all things.
Yeah, all things, but in particular, Israelite God. The Lord gave the law, says, commandments to Adam and all that, it was really for him to govern over the world. You know what I'm saying? Good.
This is Second Esdras, chapter 14. And, going right to the point, Second Esdras 14 and 17. It says, 16, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look, how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. But yeah, man, so the world got weaker with age, man. Yeah.
No, I'm saying,
Oh, yeah, because the world got weaker with age through the corruptness that has entered into the world, man. Through the minds of the people, mainly the Israelite man, woman, and child, man. You know what I'm saying? But to bring us back, you know what I'm saying, what we've been talking about all day, man.
Yeah. And the corruption and deterioration of life is all through sin, though, man. That's at the end of the day, man. Sin has led us to this point. You know what I'm saying? The nation, they have had a hand in corrupting us. But ultimately, it goes back to us. You know what I'm saying? It's sin. You know what I'm saying? Because, we look at what Adam and Eve did. It started with Eve. She transgressed, and then Adam followed. You know what I'm saying? That was that what they call it, trickle effect, man. You know?
Hey, that's why, like, when you the whole thing with the old age and all that, man. That's why the kingdom is gonna be youthful. Even though we get higher numbers, they're gonna stay youthful because when you're youthful, you have the full strength. They call it the prime. So we're gonna be in our prime for eternity, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but the world was supposed to be like that too, but it's waxing old. It's waxing old, man. Okay, because it's sin.
It's finishing off right there, chapter. That's exactly what we're going into. The fact that we wax the ways, things got deteriorated ways. That's a perfect word for it, deteriorated. Isaiah 60, verse 19. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord YAHWASHI shall be unto thee in everlasting light, and thy power, thy glory. It's not really talking about that. It's not going to be no sun and moon, man. It's basically symbolic for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And basically, again, we're going into the fact that we deteriorated, we degenerated. You know what I'm saying? Can you go that word degenerate? It goes into falling away from the superior ways of your ancestors. Okay, and we became degenerates, man. Okay, we wax the works. Now that's why everything's confusion, everything's out of order. But see, the kingdom, that's not gonna happen no more. We're gonna stay in that perfected state. We're gonna stay locked in to wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shemiel Shah. It says, thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself, for the Lord shall be thy everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Thy people also shall be all righteous, they shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. So again, ain't gonna be no more of that, man. Why? Because we read up what 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter, man. Our body's gonna be changed. They ain't gonna have to deal with this battle on the flesh anymore, man. When you want to do right, you fucking go up and shit. No, man, it's gonna be it's deep. It's gonna be his.
Yeah. Because on this side, you gotta deal with memory fog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Memory loss. Right. There's certain things you just you're not there all the way. You're not. It's like some days you be like sharp, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you operating on like a high level. You feel some days the spirit be heavy on you. You like you hear it, you know what I'm saying? The other days you like, bro, you don't know what the fuck going on, man. It's crazy, man. It's like you think it's something wrong, but it is something wrong with us, man. This nigga has fucked us up, man. You know what I mean? You think the king of heaven, brother asks you, man, hey, what thing? Like, nah, man, that ain't gonna happen, man. That's because that shit I be thinking about, man. Like memory loss is really bugged out, bro. Like you hear this, you might read the scripture later on that day. You don't even remember it, bro. Sometimes, God,
Like after you read the
like, bro, real talk. You watch the apostles. You watch the apostles video, and then later on that day, you see a damn bitch see you and leak in your phone. What the fuck? And that shit just throw you all the way off, bro. You know what I'm saying? A chick text you, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm coming over. You just totally forgot about the lesson, bro. What the fuck? This is a bugged out place, man. Hey, this is that flesh. We bringing up these actual things, man, because this flesh is a problem, man. You know what I'm saying?
Notification come on.
Yeah, man. Bro, right. And,
92 hours on Instagram.
bro, you know what I'm saying? Got an attention span of a squirrel. Like, this shit is crazy, man. Go ahead.
I got one for you real quick. Ecclesiastes 8:1-5 says, Who is as a wise man, and who knows the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. But our countenance is going to be changed, man. We're going to be glowing, man. I remember my rib back in like 2013. She wear glasses, so she said when she take her glasses off, she could see auras around different people. And she was like, man, when she looked at me, she saw a colorful aura around me. You know what I'm saying? So that's spiritual in itself, man. So like that's how the people gonna look at us, man, with a colorful glow, man, a powerful glow, man.
That's how I was making sure you brought up glasses. Remember on the first Spider-Man movie, he was getting his powers and shit. He took him glasses. He didn't need him no more because his body got enhanced. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, that's how it's supposed to be, man. You're supposed to be able to, like, how eagles, the niggas can see from a fucking, man, miles away, bro.
Hey, I told you, over there, when she jumped off the cliff, they was like, had to be like 100 feet in the air, and she saw the water all the way from there, bro. All the way from there?
Yeah.
That's an enhancement.
Yeah.
That's a level up.
That's how it's supposed to be, bro. You supposed to hear things like, you know what I mean, from miles away, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It says, I counsel thee to keep the king's commandment, and that in regard of the oath of the Most High, be not hasty to go out of his sight. Stand not in an evil thing, for he doeth whatsoever pleases him. Where the word of a king is, there is power.
Right. And see, it said, where the word of a king is, there is power. You just like, man, you got no power for real, man. Because a king, he can say something and he can fuck your whole life up, man. You got Edomite judges right now. If they was to make a call, you know what? I don't like the way you look at me. You know what I mean? Have them arrested. And they can have dirty cops in this crooked society plant shit on you, you know what I'm saying? And just have your whole life thrown on you, locked in jail for you and you did shit, man. This is the society to live in, and it's a possibility though, bro. Like what we saying, it ain't far-fetched, bro. That shit can actually fucking happen. It happens, right? It happens every day, bro. It's niggas in prison that's serving a lifetime sentence for something they ain't even did, man. You see? You see?
That ain't him.
But see, that's like I said, this is what we live in. We live in a society that Edomite, because he's in power, he can say something, and like I said, with a word of a what? Bring it back.
Ecclesiastes 8:4, where the word of a king is, there is power.
Right, and we don't have that power, man. If Jake walking around, you see a nigga have a hoodie on with a black and mild hanging out his pants pocket, and it had a word king on there, man. You know what I'm saying? Where his license plate to say king. Yeah, I mean, in a sense, you are because you're a son of God, but you don't got no power, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't control no docks. You don't control no shipping, you know what I'm saying? Freightment areas and all that, man.
Yeah, it says where the word of a king is, there is power. This is the word of a king, man. So the power is here, man. Yeah. I'm saying the power is not in these protests and these different organizations that they set up around the world, man. This is where the power is, man. And this power is going to reign. It's going to reign supreme over the whole earth, man. Yep. In the near future, man.
Yep. That goes back to the old girl that walked past the camp and say, every time I walk past her, I feel good energy.
Yeah, the chick that told her, she said, well,
I see God. It is correct, chick. Yeah.
Like that was full of spirit, man.
Yeah. That uplifted brother spirits, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake know it. You know, like Jake know that they're God, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what I'm saying? The society that we live in, there's certain shit that's in your life you like, I feel like I'm supposed to have. Right. That's supposed to have X, Y, Z.
But they can put that power in because we got the word of YAHWAH.
Yeah. They know. You know what I'm saying? They know.
It says where the word of a king is there is power, and who may say unto him, what doest thou? Whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. You know, you got it. No, it was a point when y'all made. Because think about that, he said, whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing. Talking about the kingdom, man. We ain't gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, have knowledge and then lose the knowledge, memory for it. You know what I'm saying? No evil thing is gonna come upon us because we're gonna be what, wrapped in the commandment of the Lord, man. Wrapped in his mindset, man.
Yeah, you live on this side, especially for either my man, they prone colon cancer, one of them. Prostate cancer, yeah. You gotta get a fucking yearly checkup, man. Like that, man. Ain't no way in hell a doctor ever doing that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's bugged the fuck out, man. Like, that shit is awful, man. That shit is awful, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, dude. You know what I'm saying? But this, like I said, we just pointing out certain things within this man's kingdom, which is it's not conducive to your health, man. It's not beneficial to the Israelite man or woman, man. That's why Jake got a hard time operating in this society, man. You got a hard time learning about credit and what it really is and how to manipulate it. Because really, Jake understand that shit is really off. Like when you understand the credit system, like me personally, I don't got a big understanding of it, but some basic shit I understand. But that shit is really off. You know what I mean? The kingdom of heaven, even the way the Lord got the money system, how it's supposed to be weighed in balances, man. You know what I'm saying? In different weights, man. Esau got it to where he can manipulate numbers on the screen. You know what I'm saying? And all types of shit, bro. Credit, money is there, but it's not really there. Like it's like it's confusing. That's why Esau society really confused Jake, bro. Because Jake got a mindset of ruling towards righteousness and the scriptures, but his is geared towards wickedness, man.
I was gonna say this. I'm about to get about it, but maybe we can talk about attention when you make this statement. There's a book called The Babylonian Banks. When you go look into that, like that whole system is witchcraft. Yeah. Because when you go into credit, like they're giving you something for nothing. You gotta be like how the banking system works. Like the banking system can loan out 10 times of what they would actually give. Yeah. So say for instance, I give him a loan, and you 9 times out of 10 gotta put up collateral. I ain't just giving you a loan. So basically, I gave you money that I don't really got, but yet still you give me something back. Right. So if you default on the loan, I done took your real hard assets. Yeah. So like say, I mean, brothers, you want to go check that book out? That's some shit that came all the way back from Babylon. Like a lot of things that you brought up. Like, a lot of the press are like Esau.
Yeah, man. And that's like that's what we talk about, man. Like, cause when you researching these things, bro, you get like man, this shit is off, man. You know, you looking at you like, and you really figuring it out. You like, man, this nigga ain't right, man. And we was talking about this earlier throughout the week. Me and brother calls like, bro, like the reason why the heathen can't be in power is because they're prone to do something that's contrary to the scriptures. So you put a Moabite and literally in power, and he got his own, which they gonna have in the kingdom, but they're gonna have overseers. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be doing whatever the fuck they want. But say if he had his own land where he can, like how they doing now, like over there in China, Moabites that run China. They doing whatever the fuck they want, and when you put a heathen in power, they're gonna do something that's contrary to the scriptures because their spirit is not geared towards the law, man. So that's the reason why you can go to a restaurant over there and they chopping up fucking rat and they serving this shit, man. That shit ain't cool, man. You think the kingdom will be able to do that? Yeah, you know, looking through the menu, right? You looking through the menu, you got steak, you know, steak, you got, you know what I'm saying, chicken, cutlets, you know what I mean? How's the rat? You looking up at the waiter, you know, how's the rat? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna be like that. We need to set up certain human rulers over you, and then if we find out that that's going on, we're gonna report to them. Just like on something sharing from look, we're gonna talk to the ruler. Look, why is this going on? Yeah. He gonna give a report. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like how they got now, man. Esau like, see, Jake thinking the kingdom of heaven gonna be some Stone Age bullshit old Western movie, bro. Right. Like no, man, we're gonna have highly sophisticated technology, man. We're gonna be able to mind read all type of shit. But let's say a heathen, he get the report that the heathen doing some wicked shit. You gotta hand mine over to Moabites. He doing some wicked shit, and then he gonna send you some shit via, you know what I mean, not email. They gonna, you know, yeah, he gonna probably be able to think it, man. Yeah, you know, he send you an email. You like, nah, it ain't gonna be that outdated crap, man. He gonna send you some high sophisticated shit, man. You gonna go, all right, that's what's going on, and you gonna send some shit back to his ass. Facts. God, nigga, I'll bring the corner.
I got a pretty good. This is James 5:1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as they were fire. You have heaped treasure together. You have heaped treasure together for the last days. You know what I'm saying? Because the brothers was talking about how corrupt their money system is, man. You know what I'm saying? And how corrupt their credit system. The whole system is off, man. Yeah. Like the whole entire system. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be their downfall, man.
Yeah. You know? After that, get 7 Ezra 6, 27, 28.
Just one more verse. Yeah. It says, "For ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton."
Nigga eating good, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga winning, bro. Yeah. Bro, I was looking it up yesterday, you know, because brothers get into certain shit. Man, and you know it's cheese out there, bro, that costs $500 a pound. It's cheap, bro. It's man. This type thing I was looking up on YouTube. I typed in top 10 rarest cheese, bro. You know, Jake used to eat bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's cheese out there, bro. Bro, it's cheese out there, man. Lord, I'm gonna try something. They got some, like, you gotta go to, it's called a cheesemonger. A cheesemonger is somebody that specializes in cheese, bro. Yeah. Like that's their trade, bro. You know what I'm saying? But there's cheese out there, bro. It was Moabite or one of the two. She was a heathen. She was talking about. She's like, I can pull a crate out, and she said you won't be able to identify no more than 10 of them motherfuckers, bro. Yeah. And she said it's over 200 cheese, bro, or something to that number. But she said she can pull out a crate of cheese. She said you won't even be able to identify like 10, bro. That like Lord Cole like that though, bro. Yeah. It's different variations, it's different, you know what I'm saying? The wine. Yeah, bro. The white wine or the one that they were drinking. The German one? No, the white wine. White wine. I believe that's right. I know Pastor Paul is going through it, but that's like I guess the top tier wine that you can drink, man. If I'm not mistaken, man. You know, so they drinking a high end wine. Yeah, man, bro. It's like they drinking like, bro. It's like, shit, we had some good wine with the elder. You know, man. That shit was excellent, man. You know what I'm saying? And that shit shitted on. Yeah, bro. Like, you know, like, bro, like I told brothers, like, it's a good wine brothers here drink. It's called a Dornfelder. You know what I'm saying? It's about 15, 17, I think about close to $20 a bottle. But that shit is from Germany. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get it all year round here in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Because it's imported. But that shit is good. You know what I'm saying? If brothers have to taste it, that's what we got. The red one. Yeah, the one, the big guy. Like, you gotta keep that before I leave. Yeah. So, but that's just like basic shit, man. It's, man, like I said, man, bro, go ahead, man. Just finish out. James 5:5 says, "Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. You have condemned and killed the just, and do not resist you." Yeah, and say he don't resist you. Jake ain't even trying to put up a fight against you, man. I gotta get the last one, man. It says, "Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it until he receive the early and latter rain." Right, because when a husband tree, what's a husband tree, huh? A husband. Yeah. Somebody that tills the ground. So the husbandman, he gotta plant the seed. You don't see the benefit of getting that immediate, you know what I'm saying? Immediate, what's the word? Gain? Yeah, immediate gain, if you will. Right. You gotta wait, man, because the seed that he planted, you don't pop them overnight, man. You gotta wait that particular time frame. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then you get that increase from the seed you planted, whether it be apples or whatever the hell, corn, whatever the hell you planted, man. Same thing with us, man. The seed that we plant in the minds of the individual, which is the word. How do we know that? Get that Luke 8 and 11. Real quick, get that Luke 8 and 11. Because the seed is really the word, bro. You know what I'm saying? The seed of the word is gonna tell you that in the book of Luke. You know what I'm saying? Once the brothers get it, but we don't see that immediate benefit. Like, say you might be teaching a person, and like, you know, if they might not be catching it, but then like let's say over like maybe the next a couple months or next year, brother in the camp now, you teaching now, you like, you know, that you seeing that benefit from that seed, man, that you planted, man. Go ahead,
This is Luke 8:11. Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of the Most High.
There you go. See, you see how that like, yo, like bro, like come on, man. Ain't no Edomite doing this with this word, man. He'd be bland as hell, and he wouldn't know how to spiritually link them things, man. You feel me? Yeah, like vocab, man. Like he wouldn't know how to link that, man. Right? He like, bro. It take a spiritual soul to link to how we doing this, man. And it ain't don't take a like-minded, man. It take a spiritual soul to do this, man. You know what I'm saying? It said the brother read about the seed, you know, about the husbandman planting seed, and then later, same thing he did, man. If you plant the seed, the word inside of an individual, you eventually want to see something out of that. You know what I'm saying? Some fruit comes from that, man. Like I said, he might be like kind of like weird and fence, lukewarm, and then like he's like, man, I don't think they're gonna get it. Then later on that whole moment, then he had the whole moment, and then like maybe later on a year he in the camp now, he's like, man, let's fucking go. Like that's that feeling that you like, man, yes, man, because he started to get it, and then you see him like maybe 2, 3 years later, brother, built up. You like, man, damn, bro. You like you be wooed, or you like, man, damn, bro, the Lord, you know what I'm saying? The Lord put him on a level, bro, because that happens though. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have some brothers when they start off being a bug out. They came into the camp scoffing brothers, and then later a couple of months or a year or two, he in the camp now going hard for the Lord. That's how Paul was, bro. That's why Paul got the heavy increase, bro. Like, cause he was like a bro. There's a word that Paul that's associated with Paul is called injurious, bro. Basically, he was like a nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a scoffing nigga, cause he wasn't with the truth, bro. He was stoning the Christians and, you know what I'm saying, doing all type of shit, man.
John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit, they are life. Ultimately, it's like the Holy Spirit. The Lord has to see the Holy Spirit to be able to break down the scriptures, to be able to understand the scriptures, which ultimately takes a man, right, to teach you. You say, how should I learn unless a man teach you? But you got to take the Holy Spirit for you to understand and receive it, and not be emotional, to be able to, get into the history and come out here and preach, right?
Yeah, that's what the brother Smart said, like I said, man. That's why we can't take it lightly, man. Because the Lord can like he can take the spirit from us, man. And we can end up bugged out, bro. You can end up fucking drug addict, bro. Some shit we never thought, man. That's why you gotta fear the Lord, man. You know, you ride past a homeless person, bro. The Lord can fuck us up, man. That's why, man, the Lord is of the Lord's mercy. The scripture says it's of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed, man. You know what I'm saying? But these people out here, they don't fear the Lord, man. That's why, man, I said, man, me personally, I can't rock with a person that don't fear the Lord, man. You might have a little hold that too. You might have like a how you put it? You might be courteous. You at work and you know how to keep it cordial. You know what I'm saying? But motherfucker constantly want to hang out and grab a drink. Like, man, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? This nigga liable to do anything, man. Nigga liable to set you up.
Right, you don't know nigga intentions for it.
Right, that's right, bro.
Right.
Go ahead,
the way how the spirit is, people was out for themselves. This is about, people was out for their own benefit. So I don't give a fuck what the relationship was back then. You try to rekindle a relationship, that's a red flag, man. Somebody try to rekindle a relationship, that's a red flag.
Yeah, man. Yeah, going to the point about not fearing the Lord. You got to keep you in check. You believe like possibly I can do something wrong and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? First, you fear the Lord, like, look, the Lord will give me a business, so there's no point even doing all that. Real talk, bro. Because, like, bro, we brothers have traveled, other states. You can see other brothers, other elders. Man, you stayed at brother's house, you probably watched on the internet before, or some brothers you never met. But you stay at the brother's house and you sleep like a baby. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you understand, like, look, I understand the man upstairs or the next room, I understand he fear the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? So you don't sweat it. It's like, like that's why it's important for a man to fear the Lord, bro. You think I'll be at a person's house I never met? I don't give a damn how many precepts you do, bro. If you don't fear the Lord, I ain't about to talk to him, man. So it's like, that's the thing too, of understanding spiritual discernment, bro. Because the motherfuckers will be quoting scriptures left and right, bro. But if the spirit ain't, you can sense it, man. You like, nah, man. Like, set off for this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? But that all come from like just the Lord opening your spirit up, man. Hold it real quick right here. Okay, I want to get this real quick. Then you got it right here.
This is 1 Timothy 1:13. Who was before? Sean, yeah, I'm about to start that. This is 1 Timothy 1:1. And
because we were speaking about Paul briefly and how Paul was like considered like he was like a, like I said, man, before the Lord woke him up, so to speak, like he knew he was an Israelite. Obviously, he was a Pharisee. The Pharisee, he knew all that history, but he didn't really understand like how shine, like what this, what this truth is really about, so to speak, man. So the Lord opened his spirit up, bro. Go ahead.
All right, this is I'm gonna have to start at 10. All right, that's cool. 1 Timothy 1:10. For whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for manstealers, for liars, for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine, according to the glorious gospel of the blessed power, which was committed to my trust. And I thank Hamashiach YAHAWASHI, our Lord, who have enabled me, for that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry. Who was before a blasphemer and a persecutor and injurious, but I obtained mercy because I did it ignorantly in unbelief.
Right, now the word injurious, right? Like Paul gives you a backdrop of his life, man. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the nicest person, man. They paint men of the Lord to be, bro. They paint men of the Lord to be this soft-spoken, well forth, come my child and all that other crap, man. Man, you looking at that shit like, man, Jake ain't Jake, man. Yeah, Jake, man. Like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's Jake, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just modernized, bro. Like, shit, yo, go ahead. I you it wasn't a game, but he was serious. He really thought they was worshiping outside the idol. Yeah. They was going off the law. He was putting to death. That's going to the law. Yeah. I'm going to show you how you nice and put someone to death. Right. Look, bro, I'm not gonna see like this spirit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like a what they call it, what the fuck they call that, man? They sent somebody off and what was that nigga name? Executor? No, remember all about the Benjamin. Remember Ice Cube? He was like a bounty hunter. Yeah, like they would send Ice Cube off to track niggas down and lock them up. And that movie, he didn't give a fuck what you was like. Nigga, I don't give a fuck, bro. They sent me to come get you. I'm going to jail, bro. You can't talk your way out. That's how Paul was, bro. Like he was for the Roman Empire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he was persecuting niggas, locking niggas up.
I was a Pharisee.
Yeah, bro.
I was that nigga, man.
Yeah, man.
Y'all didn't do more than me. I was about the law, man.
Yeah. And like I said, he worked for like the Romans, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, they sent him to go lock Jake up, take him to jail. Somebody had Jake, look, man. Saul, I ain't doing it, man. Look, I don't give a fuck, man. Go ahead, man. The Romans said, lock your ass up.
But this is going into that word. This is that word injurious. T5196.
Yeah, what verse did you pull this out of again?
This is 1 Timothy 1:13.
1:13. When y'all go into that word injurious, let's see what it say, because it's gonna give you some backdrop of Paul, his characteristics, how he was as a man. Go ahead.
God. It says, Ibristis. It says, an insolent man, one who uplifted with pride, either heaps insulting language, upon others, or does them some shameful act of wrong.
There you go, man. So that's how Paul was, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the brother Mahaloya too, man. I picked that up from him. We did a video on it. I'm like, shit, but that's how Paul was. So now when you read more about Paul, you kind of get like, damn, before he woke up for real, you know what I'm saying? Before the Lord converted him, he was a nigga. Yeah, he was a nigga. I mean, just being honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was. What did the definition say, bro? Because you might have some people say he got this brother saying Paul was a nigga. Like before he converted, bro. Yes, man. He was like Paul before he became before he was Saul, as he was Saul before the Lord converted him, knocked him out the words, bro. He was like a nigga, bro. You know? Yeah, right. He said he did it in ignorance, bro. Like how we was niggas, bro. You see what the fuck? Like somebody calling like you was a nigga, bro. I'm like, yeah, she's right. I ain't gonna be like, man, the fuck you talking about? I'm like, damn right. Right. I'm like, I was sleeping with niggas, women before I woke up. I was doing wicked shit, bro. Like, man.
Going to the root word, 194, it says, outrageously, it says to act insolently and shamefully towards one who treats shamefully of one who injures another by speaking evil of them, to exercise violence, abuse, and reproach, man, and treat shamefully.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I said, just these scriptures are very broad, man. You know what I'm saying? They cover a whole lot, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we looking to be down at the Lord has woke us up. We looking past how we once was, bro. Because you got Jake, even some brothers that be in the camp, they still trying to hang on to that old man, man. I was that nigga back in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? You should be ashamed of you, real talk, shit. Nothing to glory, bro. Yeah, that's the spirit of it, bro. We might have to grab it. That's the spirit. Man, you mentioned Apostle Paul, the things he was. What you say? You said he would name his accolades, man. He said concerning law, the Pharisee. You know what I'm saying? He was etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? But he said what? He said, I count all that as dung, bro. He said, if any man have to think the glory in the flesh, I more. He was like, tell you, he was basically break it down in mind, saying, like, if you think you was someone in the world, I was way bigger than you in the world. Like, I don't need the most, and that's to watch you. Yeah, bro.
I just tell my son that, hey, literally before camp, I was sitting talking with him and shit, like, man, you gotta put that shit away. Like, I used to be doing all that shit, but now I cut that shit short, man.
Yeah, bro. Over with. And see, that shows the mindset of a true man of the Lord, bro. Because we understand that the man that we once was, man, he was a piece of shit, man. Bro, simple and plain, man.
Philippians 3 and 4, it says, though I might also have confidence in the flesh, if any other man thinketh that he has whereof he might trust in the flesh, I more.
He's just saying, like, look, if you think you can get me talking about the old man who were in the world, he said, I'm more. He was like, I was a higher level in the world. I gave up for it.
It says, circumcised the 8th day of the stock of Israel, of the tribe of Benjamin, and Hebrew of the Hebrews, as touching the law of Pharisee, concerning zeal, persecuting the church.
See, that's the thing. That's like we was talking about persecuting the church. You believe so hard because you got these individuals today, like the modern day Jacob, I'm Old Testament only. But really, you should be put to death there. You think we're idolaters because they knock Apostle Paul because he was really about it, man. He's like, look, these individuals are idolaters. They going off and putting to death going to the law, man.
Concerning zeal, persecuting the church, touching the righteousness which is in the law blameless. But what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Hamashiach. Yeah, doubtless. And I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach, YAHWASHI, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Mashiach, the righteousness which is of power by faith, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings, being made conformable unto his death, if by any means I might attain unto the resurrection of the dead.
I got one more thing. Go back right to this real quick. 1 Corinthians 15:9 is for I am the least of the apostles, that I am not meet to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of the Most High, man. So again, he wasn't ashamed of who he was, man. But prior to coming to the truth, man, he didn't boast in that, man. He said, I'm the least of the apostles. I'm not worthy of an apostle, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. Like once you come to the truth, you really understand. Like you take the load, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Jake. Like we just men, you know what I'm saying? Obviously within that too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be spiritual enough too to understand that, like, even with that being said, like you gotta understand, like, the brothers that you're around, like they could be men of the Lord. Right? So we gotta take that approach too. Like I always say, bro, you can't be talking to brothers saying anything you want. You know, you be around a brother, You know what I mean? Like you might be around a brother for a little bit of time. It's been an elder big guy. He was saying that. He was saying, brothers, if y'all paying attention, like he's like when he out with the apostles, you you might joke and laugh, but he understand that that's an apostle, bro. Even with brother in the camp, man, you gotta understand like joke around with brothers, but you don't be too. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, bro, this could be a man of the Lord, bro. So you gotta keep those things in mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? But,
It's Colossians chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "And have put on the new man." Which actually, I'm gonna just read verse 5. Colossians 3 and 5. "Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affection, evil consumptions, and covetousness, which is idolatry." So when it says mortify the members which are upon the earth, it's talking about the deeds of the flesh, the lust of the flesh. That's the things that earthly, the carnal thing. To mortify something is to kill it. So that old man is what we used to be, walking in the flesh, being carnal minded. So we gotta kill that shit, man. We put on a new man, right? We taking on a new different aspects of life. Life as far as keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what life is. The scriptures call the law, the commandments, we follow the life. But the proper instructions to basic everyday instructions.
where was you at again? I was using
Colossians,
Colossians
3 and 5.
Get that get that what is it, James?
James chapter 4, verse 4. "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh." Right. So being a friend to this world means you're accepting everything that comes with this world. You're accepting the wickedness that comes with it. You're accepting everything that basically is wicked. Because that's what the world is. The scriptures say, Yahawashi said, in the world you shall have tribulation. We have tribulation because we stand for righteousness. We walking in the righteous path, but everybody else is deceived by their own lust, deceived by their own understanding in the way of this world, which Esau puts his own philosophy and the wisdom of this world, which is wickedness. So if you accepted Esau, if you accepted his way of life, the common way to live and all that shit, then you're an enemy against the Most High, man. People say they love the Lord, they fear the Lord, but they don't reverence the Most High. They don't reverence the scripture and put it on the pedestal, man. That's how you know who really men of the Lord and who not the men of the Lord.
You may listen to mortifying the flesh. Right now, it's Romans 8, and I started 5. It says, "When they that are after the flesh find things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, or is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be." It says, "So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh." It says, "But ye are not in the flesh, but are in the spirit." It says, "If so be that the spirit of Yahweh dwell in you. Now if any man have not the spirit of Mashiach, he is none of his." You go out.
Read the last part.
It says, "So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be that the spirit of Yahweh dwell in you. Now if any man have not the spirit of Mashiach, he is none of his."
Right, physically we are in the flesh physically, but the scripture says we're not of the flesh because we don't follow and give ourselves over to that lusty flesh, man. We don't give ourselves over to what we constantly want with the flesh. Is being tempted with. We don't give ourselves over to that. We give ourselves over to the spirit, what we need to do, or anything as far as this ministry, being a brother, showing charity, fellowship. That's the things that we give ourselves over to. The scriptures say that the spirit and the flesh, these are contrary. Yeah, but the flesh profited nothing, man. Because the flesh want to do anything that's pleasing. All the flesh knows is what feels good. It don't know. It can't discern what's convenient, what's righteous, what you should do, what's the proper way to walk. The spirit shows you the proper way to walk. The spirit is what? The word. The Holy Spirit is the word. flesh is like a child. It just want to have fun.
Yeah. It just knows what hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like you burn yourself in your skin, it's flesh like that shit hurt. Or if it feels good, it tastes good, it's essential. That's why people talk about being essential. But the flesh is the concern that comes in that you know, like, all right, look, I can't.
The spirit,
Yeah, the spirit's like slip of the tongue. The spirit comes in and lets you know, like, all right, look, yeah, even though that chick looks good, it might feel good if you smash her. You know what I'm saying? But she got a man, so that's when the spirit comes in. All right, no, I got to fucking chill, take the load. I got one for you. Same chapter. Romans 8:13. For if you live, right, perfect. For if you live after the flesh, you shall die. But if ye through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, you shall live.
Right, because how did we change this death? Right, with sin is death. But we was brought to this flesh, we was brought down to this lower state, to what, change the darkness, because we ultimately fell off from the ways and commandments and the doctrine of the Most High. We read Genesis the 6th chapter, it talks about how the sons of God fell because we was following the way of the idolatry, the daughters of the sons of men. He was following after that way of life, the heathen way of life. That's why we in this place today, man. But in the kingdom, the Lord is going to take us out this foul flesh, and He's going to give us a celestial body, man. To the point where we ain't going to never sin again.
It also said that chapter, I got Satan. St. John 4, 23 says, but the hour cometh and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. But the Father seeketh such to worship him. The Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. There's only one way to worship the Father, man, in spirit and in truth.
Right. That's why this is called the truth. That's why I call it the truth, being in the truth. Oh, he fell off the truth. Because this word, this ministry, this doctrine, it's true, man. There's nothing false about it.
Straight thing, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we pray that if I'm going to give more praise and glory to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH.
All right, double honors to the apostle of the millstone, and peace and mercy to the elect, and keep pushing, Bob the ball.
Walk like a ball.
Yeah.